This is a review of the Jumbl Universal Worldwide International Travel AC plug adapter with a built-in USB charging port. This AC plug adapter is designed to work with both 100 to 125 and 220 to 250 volts AC and 50 to 60 hertz. You should please note that it does not convert voltage or frequency. It simply adapts your plugs to whatever standard for the country that you're in. Waiting in here, you'll see this plug arrangement. This arrangement allows you to plug in European, Canadian, Great Britain, American, and Australian plugs right directly into this one surface. In addition, you'll see two LED lights on this. One says AC power. It lights up when it's plugged in and receiving power, and the other is for the USB port, and it lights up when a USB device is plugged in and using the charging power. On the end down here, you'll see the power port built in. The power port is rated at 5 volts DC and at 1 amp or 1000 milliamps, which is the same thing. The nice thing about that is regardless of what the voltage is coming in, this still has a constant current output of 1 amp. In here you'll see the plugs that are used in Great Britain. If you squeeze this and lift it up, it'll come unplugged, and you'll see there's a built-in fuse here and a built-in fuse here, so that if for some reason you're drawing too much current, you'll blow a fuse and not cause a problem with the socket that you're using or the device that you're using. Plug this, you automatically see that this part here is made to plug into a US socket, and now you can still use the same universal adapter. In addition, you can take these and twist them, and you see they both tilted. Now it's designed to work in Australia. Put them back straight like this. They're back in the American mode. And on the bottom here, you'll see this little plug adapter. You lift this out. This is the fitting that you'll use in most of Europe. It'll work in Germany and Switzerland, for example, almost all the European countries. And now it plugs onto here. And now you have an adapter to go from a European socket to any style of socket or plug that you have for any appliance. Done. You can unplug this, plug it back in the base, put it back together, and it snaps together. And now you have a nice portable universal plug adapter that you can take with you. When you're using this at 240 to 250 volts, the maximum current draw that you should use out of this is rated at 3 amps. You can see I have the unit plugged in and the power LED is lit. I'm now going to plug in a USB plug, and this actually has a little voltmeter, amp meter built into it. I'm going to plug in an iPhone 5S and show you the output of the device. Here I've plugged in the phone. You heard it beep, and you can see right now that it's getting 0.76 amps out of this, and it's charging right at 5 volts, which is perfect. You might ask why it's not using 1 amp. The current draw is varied by the device you're charging. If it doesn't need 1 amp, for whatever reason, it will reduce the current to whatever it's looking for. So this USB charging port is working, and now you can see it is also lit up with an LED, and both of them are lit up to show that it's got power and the USB port is working. Overall, this is a nice product. It's got a good price on it. It's priced around $5. It does the purpose of many different adapters that you'd have to carry around. If somebody was going to go to multiple countries on a trip and they wanted to carry one device, this would be it. I do want to point out though that when you pull it from the back side, you can see it slightly come apart here at the bottom. That's because it's only attached here at the top, and you really have to squeeze this in to unplug it. You can see the latches here on the back, and they're moving here when I squeeze that. I just want to point that out, that some people may think that it's not firmly latched, but it is. Before I close, I want to point out one more time, this doesn't convert voltage and it doesn't convert frequency. If you're going to take your devices with you on the trip, like a hairdryer for example, you want to make sure that whatever appliance you plug in here, whether it's a computer or a hairdryer or whatever, will work on 100 to 240 volts AC and 50 to 60 hertz. And in addition, at 240 volts, it will not draw more than 3 amps. That's important. I'm going to rate this product at 5 stars. It works well, it's attractive, it does a good job. It might be a little bit bulky to package in a briefcase or whatever, or in a travel bag, but it certainly takes care of all your travel needs. This review is done by jjceo. I'd like to tell you I received a sample for test and evaluation, and I promise to give a fair and honest review.